What's up everybody, welcome back to another video. I'm Corey with Freaky Tall Reviews, where we do short reviews for tall people. Today, we are going over a super long shovel that I found that's great for tall people. So let's check it out. So this shovel is actually the first product bought and paid for by the Freaky Tall patrons over on Patreon. So big shout out to those who financially support the channel. And if you're interested in joining them, check out the Patreon link in the description below so you can help me bring new products to the channel. So I was on the hunt for a new shovel recently and wanted to make sure it worked for a taller person. I stand 6'10" and I'm 350 pounds, so finding yard equipment is definitely a pain. After some searching, I came across the Root Assassin OneShot shovel. What drew my attention to this is that it's 60 inches long. Not only is it 5 foot long, but it also has these great footstep areas that are easier to use with big feet. I myself wear a size 18 shoe, so these big foot areas definitely come in handy. So today we will be reviewing this shovel and if it's worth it for you to purchase. So coming in at 4.5 pounds, the OneShot shovel has a fiberglass shaft and a steel round point blade. It also has this wing design, as they call it, and they claim it holds up to 25% more dirt on each scoop. It also has rubber handles, one on the end and one around the area that you pull up the dirt with. Also, this shovel comes in around $50, or at least that's how much I got it for on Amazon, which I think is a pretty solid price for something that would hopefully save your back as a taller person. So let's get this thing out in some dirt and see if it's actually worth picking up. So as you can see from this thing, I'm standing next to it and I am 6'10". This shovel, 5 foot tall. So let's dig into the ground a little bit and see how it looks. That foot pedal sure is nice. See how the sides are working right there? Where you can see how it's holding a little bit more than a normal shovel would. And I gotta say that shoving it into the ground with these foot pedals is really nice. I mean, you can see the size of the foot pedal. This is my size 18 shoe right on it, and then boom. Keep in mind, I'm digging through rock and all kinds of stuff because this is not just normal ground. The building behind me that was put here, a lot of the stuff that was dug out to make the foundation level had a lot of rocks and debris in it. I gotta say, weighing 350 pounds and having this extra area to put your foot on is making it sink into the ground like butter. This is really nice. Love the extra capacity of this thing. The foot pedals are actually really sweet, and that's kind of the selling point for me. The length is quite nice as well. Either way, you are gonna have to get low to actually pick the dirt up. So that's not gonna help you too much as a tall person, but still, I'd rather have this than another type of shovel that I have. Here's an example of a normal shovel that you might use when you get at the store, and here's the Root Assassin shovel. It's about 6 inches total in height difference. It's a lot more comfortable with this little bit of extra length here. There's a good comparison of the sides. Instead of having this little area that you can push down on that can kind of tilt your shovel, you have a nice level area that just pushes straight down. Okay, so the sticker doesn't look so pretty now. Sorry about that. But I will say, this shovel is pretty nice. The overall length of a 5 foot shovel is nice, but I gotta say, this is kind of the selling point for me. Instead of just having that traditional just bar right there for a shovel, you instead get to put your entire foot down on it. And when you have a big foot and you weigh a lot like I do, it makes this shovel sink through the dirt like butter. Now, the dirt that you saw me scooping through has a lot of rocks and debris in it, not necessarily roots, but it didn't seem to really matter. You can tell where the blade is sharpened a little bit right there to help it go through roots and things like that. And so over time, you will need to help keep it sharp a little bit. And obviously it is brand new, so it's gonna cut through dirt a lot easier right now. But man, this thing is actually pretty sweet. I do have to say, I wonder about it lasting through here. As I was using the shovel, there was just something about it that I wasn't quite sure if this was gonna hold up over a lot of use or not. But at the same time, it felt very sturdy and I didn't have any issues with it. So just something to think about as you're getting it. So overall, would I recommend this shovel for a bigger and taller person? Yes, it does get the Freaky Tall stamp of approval because it does alleviate a lot of that back pain whenever you're using it. For me, because of how it cuts through the dirt and how easy it is to press into the dirt, it made it easier just to scoop it right out of there. So check the link in the description below where you can see it for yourself. And if you end up getting it after today's video, be sure to come back and leave me a comment and let me know what your thoughts are as well. So thank you so much for taking the time to join today. If you've made it this far into the video, please consider subscribing. Most of the viewers on my channel are not actually subscribed, so please join the Freaky Tall family. Also, be sure to check out my Instagram and my Twitter, where I share behind the scenes stuff going on at Freaky Tall Studios. And if you're interested in supporting the channel financially, then check out my Patreon page. This is where I use the funds to save it for new products, just like the Root Assassin shovel today, so be sure to check that out as well. As always, it's been an absolute pleasure having you here, and I greatly appreciate your time. I'm Corey with Freaky Tall Reviews. We'll see you next time.